stop spamming the comment section of my previous video about the photo results of my Yashica 1.4 lens. I know you want to see the video results, and I got you. So stay tuned. Let's go right into the business and let's check the video results with the Yashica Yashinon DSM 1.4 50mm lens. Woo! As usual, not as usual, but this time I'm running my Canon R10, an APS-C sensor camera. So let's do the usual math. So cool. So I'm using my trustworthy and buddy 35mm f2 Yongnuo lens. So if we do 35. Hello, Vozoi here. My auto cuts out here. So I was just doing the math. So my Yongnuo is a 35mm. So if I time the 35mm by the sensor 1.6, it gives me a 56. So my usual lens is a 56mm. And the one I'm going to test here, Yongnuo, it's a 50mm, which times by 1.6, it gives me an 80 field of view. So basically I'm doing the math, man, but audio is not getting captured. But I'm telling you that my usual lens, my 35 on this camera, which is a APS-C sensor, is going to give us a 56mm equivalent. And the new lens, the 50mm Yongnuo, is going to give us around about 80mm equivalent field of view. Thanks for watching and carry on. Bye. So there we have it. We have the Yashica 50mm 1.4 on my R10. And focus, it's a challenge because it's 1.4, so it's very thin. It's a very thin focus plane. So if I move back, I'm autofocus. If I move forward, I'm autofocus. So it's right about here. So I'm blowing here my screen here quite a lot. And this is 1.4. The background is destroyed. You can see nothing. Sometimes you can see the letters, but now you just can't see nothing. I kind of like sometimes, I think I'm going to keep, I usually use, like I said, my 35 and gives me the usual field of view. But I like, it's not the first time I put the 50 there for these videos. And the 50 gives me, I like it. Sometimes for some talking head videos, I like to be a little bit more closer. Not all the time, but I don't dislike this. I will do my outro like this, but as you can see, we lost some contrast because we are a little bit overexposed. But let me just lower the ISO a bit. Like usual, I will not cut this out. So we have ISO 100, see, much better. Now we are not blown out. Let me just put it up just a smidgen. A smooch. Let's put it on 200 maybe. Yeah. I think I'm happy with this. I would fine tune this, but for now it's fine. So this is 1.4. I'm focused. I'm tech sharp, and I would need to increase contrast a little bit in post, but I will not. This is just as the lens produces. Let's get down to the next aperture, which is f2, I believe. Okay, now we are at f2, and the image quality improved quite a lot already. I would shoot 1.4 at all day. I just needed to make some adjustments either on the software here or in post. I would shoot at 1.4 all day. Just needed to be a little bit of fine tuning because it's fine tuned for this lens, not that one. So it always requires some fine tuning. But it's awesome. The background still is destroyed. Can see nothing there. And I would increase the ISO a bit, but for now it works fine, and I'm quite happy. Focus, it's even better. I'm so tech sharp. You can see my eyes really nicely. Okay, 2.8. Let me give it the ISO adjustment. .8 ISO 400, and this can only improve from here on out. Wow, sharp as hell, man! Look at that. You can see, if you're Portuguese like me, you can kind of see the aberto, kind of see it, but still the background still quite blurry, quite nice, and I would do nothing. I would just shoot like this all day. Next, f4. F4, I'm underexposed, of course, and now you can clearly see the word. and the background is starting to come to get more visible. I will just go to 5.6 now and adjust ISO. Five six. Now you can see I'm still a little bit underexposed. Let me just kick it. And quite nice. Now you can clearly see. And sharpness will just improve as we go along, and things can only get better from here. Let's continue to F8. Okay, now you can clearly see everything behind me, and I'm sharper and sharper. I mean, awesome. F11. And F16. I had to go to 12,800 ISO. Still quite clean for this camera. You can see it, quality drops a bit. That's kind of the high ISO situation going on. I will not shoot this I will not shoot it F16 unless you want to give some webcam, not webcam. What do you call it? Those cameras. I forget. My mind. The camcorders. If you want to get some camcorder vibe where everything is in focus. Everything is in focus, man. Look at that. This is my hand. Focus, 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 focus. Everything is in focus. It's crazy. But I don't like to shoot at f16, only if I have to. Let me go back to f4, f1.4, and we wrap up there. So, over. Okay, I think I saw 100, just a tad more. I saw 160. I like my images to be a little bit over on the overexposed side, but that's just things I carry from the film eras. There we go. What do you think? I would use this all day. In fact, I use this all day on my sim rig back there. This is my streaming lens. When I stream with the M200, I use this lens wide open, and it's awesome. You cannot read anything behind me now. It's pretty great. I love this lens. I use it every day, or almost every day. This is my daily driver, my Yagno 35f2. And I have a couple of others manual focus lenses. I usually the Yagno 35f2, my Yashica 28mm, also featured in my channel. And I love these lenses for video making and 3D producing. F.4, I had to fine tune. I would have to fine tune the focus a bit, the contrast a bit, sharpening a bit, but I would use this every single day. I will do the outro here. So let me know if you have any questions about this lens, how it performs, special situations, tests you want me to perform, and I'm really happy to help you out in that. So once again, like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.